This is Justin Amazon on Tuesday, May 29th, 2018, day after Memorial Day. Hope everybody had a nice long weekend. Markets were closed yesterday and there was no video from me. So we get back into it this morning. We ended on Friday and, we ended the last half of the week very bullish, moving way up, back up into the 1600 price as we're hovering. And today, pre-market looks like it's coming in, around 1600, came back down a little bit, up, hovering right around 1600. That's what it did Friday morning and then bounced with a bearish candle that got taken out with a move above the 1607 price. The day before, had a bearish candle that then had a bullish candle, taking it out. It ended up pulling back a little bit more and then bounced. And even the day before, there was a bearish candle that got taken out bullish, pulled back into that candle, and then ran. If I had to guess, I'd say we're going to have a bearish candle that's then going to be taken out, going bullish, and it's just a matter of how high is it going to go. I mean, the last 3 days, that's what's happened. And pretty quickly, too. I mean, this day, I guess, Wednesday and Friday, it took a few more minutes for that opening bearish candle to be taken out. On Thursday was the very next candle. So let's see what happens. First candle of the day. Oh, that's not quite the open. Oh, you know what? There you go. Bearish candle, but it was pre-market. All right, looks a little different, but still. Came down close to 1600. Then it opened, the day actually opened, and we took out the candle. I think that should count. I mean, it may not have been while the market's open, but I did kind of infer that that is what I was looking for. But, all right, if I didn't have it highlighted, it would look like it. But anyway, so we're taking out a candle that was bearish before the open, very similar, in the very next candle. So it kind of looks like Thursday. Definitely want to get above the 1607. This is not really where I want to take the trade because I have that resistance there. I'm actually opening below all of these buyers from yesterday. So some people are trapped, but we're still really bullish. And we've held yesterday's low. Let's see, yesterday's low here, or not yesterday, Friday's low was 1645 cents, and today's low is 1615 cents. Okay, we did actually take out the low by a few pennies, but we're holding the 1600 price really well. It was it closed it through it. It was resistance here, support here, support here, support here, kind of support in here. I had this one weird candle that took it out with somebody selling 2,315 shares. Anyway, holding it again here. Stop could be at 1,500. Your trigger could be above the 1,600 price. It could be right on the line, and look for a move higher. That, I'd look for a move up to Friday's high of the day. That'd be, I guess that'll only be like a 1-to-1. Maybe it'll go a little higher. So anyway, that's the setup. Let's wait for it to get above. Okay, it's above. You could get in right here. Oh, okay. I was going to say we could wait for it to pull back into the 1607 price again. It kind of got really close. 1607.22. That would have been really close. The stop down 1600. That's $7 risk. And it already on that same candle is past an R, probably closer to an R and a half. And that looks really bullish because we took out this candle, the pre-market one, that one. You can go back and rewind if you forgot what I said about it already. Close enough to the open. And then we took out Friday's highs. So this already in 15 minutes is a bullish engulfing candle from the previous day. If it closes anywhere above the open price, which was 1,671 cents. If we close anywhere above that, it's a bullish engulfing. If we close way up here, if we close above this high of 16, 14, 12, well, that's cool. 16 minus 2 minus 2 is 16. Sorry, 16 minus 2 is 14. 14 minus 2 is 12. I just like number stuff like that. anyway, that's why I like doing these number videos. I'm looking at these levels. If we close above that, then the body is a bullish engulfing, and that's even stronger. So I'll see how we close, but I mean, that's 6 hours away from where we're at. Isn't it nice we can just fast forward through candles and look at the whole day? So anyway, it could keep going. This is a very massive candle. You are not at all-time highs, but the previous, going back a ways, the previous all-time high was 1,617 and some change. We took that out on the earnings day, but because we had come into this price before, I would look for some resistance to come in here. Some selling. It's a previous all-time high. We rallied really quickly into that. It could keep going, but there's going to be less people buying up here and more people selling up here. Pushing back down, come back down to the 1607, bounce again. Maybe push down a little further, come back down here into this level, 1591. If it comes back down here, buy it. I mean, you didn't even get a chance to since Thursday. But anyway, if you bought down here Thursday and you're still holding on, that's amazing to lock in something. Next candle, and it conveniently shows the high. I don't know how to turn this off. So this is the actual high of the day, 1621. That would have been 2R at 1621 with a trigger at 1607 and a stop at 1600. Had you bought on this candle right at the 1607, it's possible. You're at 2R. You're out. You're done with that trade. Anyway. And so let's look for this to pull back. Some people are selling. This is a really nice selling candle. You could actually trade this back down because we know this area is resistance. Trade it back down. We're looking for it to pull back into 1607. That'd be almost a 2. No, not quite a 2 to 1. Maybe 1.5 to 1 back down to this level. Playing the bearish move. Maybe triggered in on this candle. Your stop is still holding here. You're down about half an hour right now. And you really want it to get moving. Okay, there you go. It's breaking down. Pretty quickly comes down. Look at that. Right there. 1607 on the dot. Good line. I don't even remember when I drew it. Nice bounce. So I should have said, take your profit right here. We wanted it to pull back. It pulled back. This is the line that we wanted to pull back to. This is where you buy. You could buy right here with the stop a couple dollars away. We wanted to trade down to this. Buy right there, 1607. It actually traded a little lower. Traded down to 1606 and 76 cents. Hopefully you got filled at 1607 and your stop is maybe 1603. 1603. That's $4 risk right there. Okay. And $4 risk from 1607. The target is back up to 1607, 16. Yeah, you're already out. It's 2R. 1615 is already 2R. Crazy. All right, that was a nice quick move. I didn't even realize what I was talking through. Anyway, that came back up here, took out the high, came back as like, this being maybe a weird double bottom with a neckline. It retested there. This could be a triangle forming, and it's going to consolidate some more in here, pop or drop, one or the other. Keep stuck in the day. It's pulling back down a little bit. Okay, pull back down. That's your S curve. Let me zoom in on the day a little bit more here. There we go. There's your S curve. Could keep going. It goes up a little higher, takes out this high. So it could have actually made a little more than 2R on that had you held through this this S curve and bought, or not bought, sorry, held through this and not gotten stopped out. So once it does this, you're trailing up your stop. I mean, you definitely have your stop here. If you got to 2R and you're holding on, take off something up here, move your stop to nearly break even, and then you look for the rest to keep moving. This is a good area for a target up here where you were earlier today. What's interesting about this candle is this candle and this candle both take out the 1617 price and actually close above 1617. This one closed at 1617.88. This one closed at 1880, both of which, and this candle, I guess. Yeah, that candle closed above 1617. I don't recall what price, the exact price. It was 1617 and some change, but 1, 2, 3 candles above it, but don't continue. This is the most chance you had to continue with this one. And then you had a consolidation here, you know, three candle flag or 3 candle pennant. I was trying to say something like that, and then it ends up breaking down. It did not continue higher. This one, it's starting to do the same thing. You got an inside candle. This could start to flag here, and it doesn't do anymore. It just reverses, just drops. So this kind of changes our angle on the triangle. This could continue up at this rate, and then this one's a little slower. So I don't like seeing a triangle forming where it's not balanced. This is a much steeper angle. Either a flat bottom like this is here and a down angle on the top, or an up angle on the bottom that matches the down angle on the top. So it's more symmetrical. So in this case, we don't know what we have yet. I would expect it to come down a little further and even out the angle on this. You know, maybe take out this low, 1609, something like that. Somewhere 1608, maybe down in here, something like that. So we'll see if it comes down a little bit further. It does. Oh, it comes all the way back down to the line here. 1607.03. Another great place to buy, just having an order in to buy right down here. So that's nice. We're holding this line that looks like we're having a flat bottom. It's interesting. This is starting to look like a double bottom neckline retest, longer neckline retest off of the pre-market, kind of a double bottom here. It's interesting. My eyes just kind of caught that. So anyway, continuing. Good place to buy again with a stop, you know, maybe down at 1603 like we talked about before. Same setup as you had here. At 2R here, you're going to look for another 2R trade up to 1614. Or I'm sorry, 1615 to get out. So let's see if it does that, if it gets back in. Gets back up there. So you're in, okay. Oh, you're definitely in this candle. And it took out this low, so we were a little nervous, and you hurry up and move the stop. Even if you move your stop up here to 1605, you're not stopped out yet. You're well on your way now to 1615, and oh, we almost got there here. This is interesting. We have 3 candles in a row that all share the high of 1614. These two are to either top and really similar lows also, off by 6 cents. I end up taking that out. I just like tweezer tops. And there you go. Okay, took out the tweezer top, continuing bullish, definitely got through 1615. So that's 2R. And nice reversal candle. This actually matches where you would expect it to sell off if this is a downtrend angle. Be selling up here. So you're out at 1615. You reverse your position here, go bearish, back down to this line again, because that's been working. And okay, really nice consolidation here. This could go either way. This could be our S curve going bullish, or this could break down and continue back down to this line bearish. But we got a nice pattern here of coming down to the 1607. This is a nice evening star reversal. You know, just somewhat textbook in the size of the candles and the bearishness on it. At a resistance of a downtrend angle here. It looks like we're establishing a somewhat flat bottom. The only other thing I see here is a downtrend angle here and a bit of a downtrend angle here to kind of channel this. And if that happens, we'll probably come into like 1604 over here a little further. I mean, it depends on if this breaks down or if it rallies. So let's see if we come down a little further. Okay. Consolidation, once again, that's a lot of chopping around. Probably got stopped out on something there. Okay, here we go. Again, another good place to bounce. You may have an order here at 1607 again to buy. And, oh, this time it's breaking down a little bit. Oh, 1604. Okay, that took a little longer than I thought, because it's a little bit of a shallower angle than this one. I guess I could draw a channel, and let's see how it comes in here. So had you done something like yeah, like that, that's kind of what I was saying, but I guess this is much shallower of an angle to keep these lows. So anyway, but this is the downtrend angle. So you could have traded this anytime it got up to, you know, high. I mean, maybe not that one, but this one and this one and this one, you could be shorting from here. looking for a move down at least into 1607, maybe further. So that I'm going to remove, and we got a little bit longer left in the day. Oh, it starts to bounce. So had you gotten in on that 1603.05, had you gotten in bullish here, 1607 by 1603, I mean, you might still be in. It's possible that you would have been wicked in or wicked out of it a little bit lower. Had there been an order out here, I'm trading the shares. I don't know if that would have stopped you out or if it really did hold, but we'll say that it held because now you're above break even. The day's about to end. About half an hour left. It'd be great if we come back up to this uptrend line, which would probably be like 16, 11, or 12, something like that. Or no, 12, 11 would be here. At least 11, maybe 12. And that would still give you a little more than 1-to-1 on that trade. 2 candles later, okay, gets there. So still, you got a downtrend angle here, comes into that level. That's another resistance, even though it looks a little more bullish, because we're rallying 5 very bullish candles, but it would make sense if we pause a little bit. Wow, okay, well, 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bullish candles. This is the first one that makes a lower high and a lower low than the previous one. So something's changing up here. This is also a selling candle, but not really a known resistance. I mean, the resistance we talked about was 16, 17 up here a little bit more. So, so late in the day, I mean, I think there's one more candle. No, not even. That was the end of the day. Okay. So you should be out for a small or maybe a 1 hour profit, something like that up here on this rally. So this was a rally into the close, and zoom back out a little bit for another rally into the close. We saw that on Wednesday, rally into the close. So this is similar. We just did it quicker with less. I was going to say quicker with less candles, but that kind of means the same thing. Less candles means quicker. So if we take a look at just the day, we see some of the things that happened here. We bounced at 1607, so we look at some calls. Anytime it comes down into this price, or it bounces, or anytime we're up here at like the 16, 17 price to sell it, or this downtrend angle and sell it. So we'll look for that. Sell the shares, buy the puts. We'll look for some levels that come down into something that's sort of trending, giving us a little uptrend on the puts. That might be, we'll look for that. And then for the calls, we'll look for similar levels here, and then here for ways to get in. And so work on the trade bullish. So we look at I've got the 1620 ready. We kind of put in a nice buying candle here if that's when you're first getting in. Maybe get in at 8 and stop at 7. And you ride that up. Now you may have exited. A little bit up here and held back through this pullback, and then exited the rest once it took out that high again and kept going up. So it's possible to get in at 8, get out a stop at 7, get out at, let's call it 11. And so that's 3R. You could do it again, comes down, buy at 8, and then doesn't quite make it to 11. So maybe you're trailing your stop, and your stop is up here, break even, and then it's just not going anywhere, and you exit for a small profit or a small loss. You still have this other trade, from here to here that made up for it. And then this pulls back a little bit again into the 8 by 7 range. And then this candle gets above 9 and then just comes back and takes that out. And then our rally into the close actually started closer to the $6 price. So there wasn't really any indication on the option to get into something bullish down here, other than it's just kind of drifting lower and needed some sort of catalyst to bring it back up. So that's the calls, opportunities to make, a couple trades that are 2Rs or around that. And then the puts, I've got the 1600 put in here, and the initial move up into the old all-time high kind of put in a baseline here for the options. So this one around the same price, so maybe getting in around 6, no, I guess a little bit more than 6, maybe 650, and flip it out, you know, at 850. Let's see, it doesn't quite get there here, so maybe it would have been, if you did that here, that would have worked. If you did it here, maybe you were trailing your stop, but you may have been stopped out for the full amount, come back on here. But then after this candle, you reassess and think, okay, I can get in for 575 by 475 in this candle, and that would, you could have ridden up, you know, a couple bucks into a previous high, done it again, 6 by 5, and just held on to that in the close. You know, some more opportunities bearish to actually make some moves. It's almost like the market makers were trying to hand money away as people were getting set up to short up here, and would have worked. Would have worked on a couple of cases here. So taking a little step back at the daily, you can see this old level here. The open on this is 1615.86. The high is 1617.54, and we're right in contention again with this level. So if I just highlight it, you can look over, see the cursor sitting over here, or at least the price level here. And so you can just see, we've not closed above that price ever. It's a strong price to battle. We're right here. We're doing the battle. Something going for us in the daily is we've got the squeeze that is forming, and it could push higher. It could also break down and go lower. But you know, the squeeze is forming and losing the bullish momentum. So that could continue to lose bullish momentum, could shop sideways a little longer, consolidate this. So it's interesting, is this is sort of a flat top here and an uptrend angle. And then on the daily, we have a downtrend on the price, and then a flat bottom here, 5 minutes. So just a little bit of contrast between what we're seeing on the daily and what we're seeing on the 5. So there's definitely options here. There's definitely opportunities here to play some options, to limit your risk and just get in and out quickly, and be ready to trade that way, so that you don't have to be reacting to something at a price level, and maybe you waited, you saw it came down here, and you get in up here, and you've already lost that opportunity to get in earlier, and now you're only at maybe a 1-to-1 or so up here, and it pulls back your break even, and then it rallies, and you're maybe at 2R, maybe not quite there, and you're hoping, and you're holding on, and you know, it can just kind of mess with how you're thinking through what you got to do for the trade. So in plan in advance, it helps to streamline that whole process and take some of the live decisions out of it, and should make us better traders because of it. So hope you enjoyed the video. We should be back tomorrow to do another one and see where this is going. Look at the after hours. Looks like we're just going to hover around the closing price. That is a big candle. What is that? That is, do I have that highlighted right? Yeah, $10 range, 925 shares. So really negligible to things we've been seeing. What's interesting is it holds the intraday price and or the normal market average price, and just a really large candle there. So anyway, this could also be a retest of, you know, maybe the downtrend angle here with I was gonna say a triangle, but you'd have to go back here, see the triangle breakdown, rally, come into the upper level resistance, and then sell off again. So we'll see. It's possible for that to happen tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed the video. This is just AMZN. Thanks.